there and welcome to the club. Today I'll be showing you how to draw Chibi Donatello from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So let's get started with the eyelid on the left. We're going to start from the outside and we're going to curve to the inside of the eye. Curve. And we'll curve up the inside for a frown line. We'll do the same thing on the right side. We're just going to take this and flip it over. So starting on the inside, we'll curve down and then out to the outside of the eyelid on the right. So curving outwards. Let's tuck the eyes in underneath. So starting on the left, we're going to step in just a little bit, leaving a little overlap. Draw like a half circle, coming down to the bottom of the eye, and then right into that frown line. We'll go to the right side and do the same thing. So starting on the inside, curve around, and then tuck that in underneath, making sure there's a little overlap on the side. We're going to go ahead and draw the bridge of the face. So underneath the eyes, we're going to draw a curve. Starting on the left, we'll curve up the middle. We'll come down on the right side to right about there. Now let's tuck in the mouth underneath. So I'm going to start with a curve. Starting from the left side, we're going to curve down in the middle and then up on the right side, leaving a little bit of space on either side here. We'll draw a little bracket. So these two little curves on either side. We'll draw on the bottom of the mouth. So on the left side, we're going to step in and draw a curve coming down to the bottom and then back up on the right side. So curving down, then up on the right side. We're going to tuck in some teeth. So on the left side here, we're going to curve down to the bottom of the teeth in the middle and then tuck that in underneath the right. Let's draw a little row of teeth along the bottom. So we're going to take this top and just flip it over on the bottom here. Starting on the left, we'll curve over to the right. Let's color the inside of the mouth black. Now that we have that, let's go up to the top of the head and we're going to draw the top edge of the mask. So just above the eye here, we're going to draw a curve that follows the same curve of the upper eyelid. Starting from the outside, curve over the eye and then come in. Do the same thing on the right side. Starting on the inside, we'll curve up and out to the right side. We're going to connect these two curves with a curve in the middle here. Starting from the left, over towards the right, and we're going to extend the frown line up above the mask. So right here on the left, we'll curve up. On the right, we'll curve up. Let's draw in some wrinkles for the side of the mask. So from the side on the left, we're going to curve in towards the eye. We'll do the same on the right side. Now we're going to do an overlap and curve right on top of that bridge of the face. So up here, we're just going to step down a bit and curve in, just leaving a little bit of an overlap on the end here. On the right side, we're going to work our way upwards. Just tuck that in underneath that wrinkle. Now we can draw in the bottom of the face. So the bottom of the chin here, I'm going to go just below the mouth here. We're going to start on the side of the mask, on the left, and curve around, down to the chin. Now we're going to curve back up towards the right side. So going around, coming up on the right, and just tucking that in underneath the mask. We'll go ahead and draw the top of the head. So I'm going to draw the head right about there. So we just want to draw a nice half circle that goes up to the top. So starting on the left, we're going to step in. We're going to curve up, keeping our eye on the top of the head. There, and curving down on the right, making sure there's a little bit of overlap on the right side. From here, I'm going to draw in the little mask ribbons that come down. We're going to just drag them down on the left side here. So just behind this cheek, I'm just going to draw a little curve like that. We're going to draw that twice. So I'm going to step down a little bit and get a little bit wider as we get towards the tip here. So it tapers outwards. Connect those 2 points with a straight line across. Just close that off there. We're going to draw one more here. Starting up here underneath, just below this ribbon, we're going to just follow that again. And we'll do that twice, again, making it a little bit wider as you get towards the bottom. We'll connect it with a straight line across the bottom there. From this point, we can get into the body. So now with all my chibis, I always draw the body the same height as the head. So using my left hand, I'll measure the head, come down. So I'm going to draw the feet down to here. Halfway between the chin and the feet is where my waistline will be. So I'm going to have them in a standing position with one arm in front, one arm in the back holding the staff. So let's start with this arm first. So again, the waist comes down to here, so I'm just going to draw the arm coming down to the waistline. So just over on the left side, I'm going to start with the side of the arm, right here, and curve across. Now I'm going to tuck in an elbow pad on top. So I'm just going to do an overlap and just draw a curve going across like that. From the end here, I want to curve around the elbow, curving around like that. Now I want to take this point and curve up. So again, it tapers in to the end of the elbow pad. So curving up, I'll connect that with a straight line. I'm going to separate this elbow pad into 3 parts by drawing 2 curves. One at the top and one below it. Let's go ahead and draw on the bottom of the arm. So again, the arm's going to come down to the elbow, across into a fist. So I'm going to start down here on the bottom of the elbow pad to step up. I'm going to draw a curve towards the wrist. From here, we're going to do an overlap for the back side of the fist. Do an overlap, curving around. I'm going to draw a little wrinkle here, so I'm just going to draw a little bracket. Let's draw in the first finger. So we're going to step down, curl around the bracket, and come up. We're going to layer in a second finger. So we're going to come down here, curve up, and just over. We're going to draw the tip of the thumb. So you're going to see a little bit of the thumb coming in behind the knuckle. So right here, I'm just going to draw a little curve like that. Let's go ahead and draw the top of the arm. So from here, I'm going to step up, do a little overlap, curving towards the elbow, do another overlap, and go upwards towards the mouth. In here, I want to draw a wristband. So from these two overlaps, I'm just going to connect them with a curve. I'm going to draw that twice across for the wristband. And then for the elbow pad, to make it attached to the arm, I'm going to draw a strap. So from this corner, I'm going to step down a bit and curve into the inside part of the elbow. Down at the bottom, we'll step up and curve in. So it tapers in towards the inside of the elbow. Now from here, I want to sort of turn the body a little bit. So I'm going to draw the profile edge of the right side chest. So again, the waist is going to come down to here. So on the right side, right here, I'm going to step down a little bit and curve down towards the waist. We're going to go to the left side and go across here. Now this is where the other side of the body is going to come. So we're just going to draw a short little line like that. I want to connect these 2 points with a curve, but in the middle here, there's a knot. So what I want to do is I want to draw almost like a diamond shape here. So coming down to a point and then back up, just tucked in underneath that fist. Now we're going to draw in the ribbons. So on this side here of this line, I'm going to curve out towards the left. From this point in the middle, I'm going to curve down in the same direction, maybe tapering it out just a little bit. Connect those 2 points with a curve. Up here, I'm going to draw a little wrinkle line. Let's do one more on this side on the right. So we're going to curve down. Up here, we'll step up and just curve down and just, again, tapering out. We'll connect those two ends with a straight line and just a wrinkle there. Now we can tuck in the bottom edge of the belt underneath that knot. So from this point, I'm going to curve behind that knot, back up on the right side. So curving below and then up on the right. Let's go ahead and draw the top of the belt. So up here, I'm just going to curve across. We'll draw a few little wrinkle lines from that belt area there. Now let's draw in the front shell area here. So from this point, now the center of the body isn't here. It's actually shifted over towards the right a little bit. So I'm going to take this point. I'm going to actually extend that just a little bit more. I'm going to take these 2 points and curve them to a point at the top of the shell. So right here, I'm going to draw a point. Take this line here and curve in. And then this one, I'm going to go in the opposite direction, curving upwards. From this point, I'm going to curve down behind the hand. Now we're going to just draw that split in the chest. So up here, I'm going to curve across like that. Now from this point, I can draw in the right side arm. So I'm going to have the arm extended this way, holding the staff that's going to be tucked in behind the body. So I'm going to start with the bottom part of the arm first. So down here, I'm going to curve towards the wrist. Now we're going to draw in the thumb area, so like the edge of the thumb. Doing an overlap, we'll curve across like that. Now, because the hand's holding the staff in here, we're going to curve in towards the index finger. So curving across like this. We'll draw the first finger. We'll draw a curve going out. We'll do an overlap, so stepping up, curve across like that. Let's draw on the top of the arm. So we're going to do an overlap and just curve and tuck this in behind the head. So curving in like that. Let's draw on the wristband. So again, from these 2 overlaps, I'll connect it with a curve. I'll move up and draw another curve like this. We're going to draw just the strap of the elbow pad up here. So just 2 curves side by side. From here, let's draw in the staff. So now I'm going to try to keep this line as straight as possible. So start at the end, go behind the body and up this way. Starting from the tip of the thumb here, and draw an angled line. Go up to the finger area and draw that same line in that same direction. Now from this bottom line, I want to go behind the arm here. So continuing on across like that. Now it's going to go past here and then continue in behind the ribbons, and it'll probably go up to about here. So I just want to try to keep this as straight as possible, like that. Now from the end here, I just want to draw a little oval, connecting the top and the bottom, like this. Now I'm going to draw the top edge of the staff, so it's going to go behind here. So right up here, I'm going to step up and just follow along in behind the ribbon. Up at the top here, we're just going to cap it off with a curve. Now we want to just show the little handle area, so the wrap that goes around the staff. So up here, I'm just going to draw a curve. You can add a couple inside along the way. And right behind the finger here, I'm just going to draw a couple curves like that. Now from this point, let's draw in the legs. So again, the body is the same height as the head. So down here is where the feet are going to be. I'm going to start by drawing in the bottom edge of the shell. From these 2 points in the hips, I'm going to curve like a half circle in behind the belt and then back up again. In the middle here, I'm just going to split it in half. Let's start with the left leg and draw the inside part of the leg here. So we're going to have the legs spread apart a bit. So behind this belt, I'm going to curve down towards the heel on the left side. I'm going to curve towards the first toe. So right here we'll curve across. Now we'll draw the top of the toe from this tip. Just curve over like that. We want to tuck in the second toe in behind. So from that point, I'm going to curve out, I'm going to curve up, and then I'm going to draw the curve for the top of the foot. So curving across like that. We're going to give them some toenails. So on the end here, just draw a little curve on both of the toes like that. Now from here, from the hip, I want to curve down to the top of the foot, but then again, we've got this knee pad that's going to stick out in the way. So from this hip, I'm going to curve down to right about there. I'm going to overlap, sort of like how I did with the elbow pad. I'm going to curve across like that. We're going to follow that same line, curving down. We're going to follow this same line up on top, across the bottom of the knee pad. Connect those 2 points with a straight line. Now I can take this line in behind the knee pad and just curve down to the top of the foot. We'll separate that knee pad into 3 parts by drawing 2 curves like that. We're going to draw the strap. So from this top corner, we're going to step down, curve to the back of the foot. From the bottom, we'll step up and curve to the back of the foot. Let's go ahead and draw that exact same leg on this side. So we're going to start the inside part of the leg, so behind this belt, curve down to right at the same height. We're going to curve to the front of the first toe, so making sure they're roughly the same length. Curve the top of the first toe, go back to that point, curve out, curve the top of the second toe. Now we're going to draw the top of the foot, curving up and across. Draw some toenails right here. We'll go back up to the top of the hip here. I'm going to curve down. Now I'm aiming towards the top of the foot there. From this point, we're going to overlap the knee pad. So a curve. I'm going to curve the profile edge of the knee pad. Draw the same curve in the back. We'll connect it with a curve. Now from here, I want to continue this line behind the knee pad to the top of the foot. I'm going to separate the knee pad into 3 parts. Now I'll draw the strap in behind, making sure there's a little bit of overlap on top and bottom. The final step, you'll probably see just a little bit of the edge of the shell just down here. So I'm just going to draw a curve and just draw a little separation there. You'll probably see a little bit peeking up at the top. And then along the right side, we'll just draw a curve across like that with a couple separation lines. And that is pretty much it. There we have it. There's Chibi Donatello from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.